What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. We now have Judge Aileen Cannon coming out despite all the figures on the left going against her, saying that she is a political judge. She is coming out exposing all the corruption on Jack Smith, his team, the supposed special counsel, proving that he shouldn't be able to bring about this persecution on Donald Trump, maybe even putting an end to it all in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into the update, see exactly what Judge Aileen Cannon is coming out with now. It's got Jack Smith and his team so upset. So we're going to get straight to the clips, and I'll give my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. Guys, get my thoughts on the back end. Also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight to the news. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Aileen Cannon is coming to it. She is starting to question if Jack Smith is even allowed, because of his illegal appointment, to persecute Trump the way he has been in an utterly embarrassing Democrat poop your own diapers level justice system. They're disgusting. They're ruined it. They've turned what used to be a wonderful system of justice into something truly ugly, low, and political.
Spare some change?
Sure.
You didn't put anything in there.
Yes, I did. I put hope in there. Hope.
Welcome to Doug in Exile, as we attempt to elect Trump to go in and take out the corrupt justice system, the corrupt FBI, take out the politicization of our rule of law, and put us back to being a nonpartisan, justice is blind, a rule of law. That'd be great, right? Let me punish you for a second with the boobs over at MSNBC.
What? Judge Aileen Cannon embracing everything the ex-president throws her way. Yesterday, she actually held a hearing on whether Jack Smith was legally appointed as special counsel. Yeah, you heard that right.
Yeah, you heard that right, sucker. He's going like, you heard that right, like you ought to be disappointed. Yeah, you heard that right, guys. That's how good the news is. That's how amazing it is that she is questioning how close has Merrick Garland been hovering over Jack Smith, dictating events on behalf of Joe Biden. The people want to know.
I want it now!
Trump's lawyers argued that Attorney General Merrick Garland's ability to appoint Smith was comparable to the power of a shadow government.
Yeah, and that's true, because usually Jack Smith's job would have to be approved by Congress. Merrick Garland has made this thing up. Fine. We're going to have Judge Cannon challenge it. Hopefully this keeps going up to higher court till the Supreme Court can finally realize that Jack Smith is illegal, extra political. And if he's not, if Jack Smith is legal in what he did, then immediately after Trump wins, we have to make someone like Alex Jones special counsel, Sean Hannity, like some giant right winger, instantly unleash them on everyone, including Merrick Garland.
Cannon was skeptical, questioning whether that was a realistic assessment.
This is MSNBC falling apart because Cannon is questioning things on the other side. Okay. So in this case, she was questioning the Trump team, saying, is it a realistic assessment to say those things? Because she's pushing back even on Trump. Now, they're going to claim that like she's only in Trump's pocket, but she's gone back and forth on both sides, questioning both sides. I believe Aileen Cannon is brilliant in gathering information to be a more wise judge.
But as we've come to expect, she also displayed distrust of the prosecutors. Also, this week, the New York Times reports that federal judges in South Florida advised Cannon to not take this case when it was assigned to her last year. Cannon, of course, refused.
Lots of people also said Juan Merchan shouldn't take the case. Judge Engeron shouldn't take the case. Alvin Bragg shouldn't bring his case against Trump. Fani Willis shouldn't. She should step down. Lots of people are giving advice, and they don't often step down or recuse themselves. Now, MSNBC sees something very strange, that Aileen Cannon stays in her position, and MSNBC has never once challenged all those other judges who should also be recused. So this is one of those things where recusals are only things for Republicans. If you have to get a bad draw and you draw a Republican appointed judge, you absolutely should recuse yourself, Judge, until we can cycle back through and get a Democrat one on our side. to persecute them. Now, here's Dollar Tree Alina Habba on MSNBC.
So even a baby judge who's new to this knows as a district court judge, you got to follow what the Supreme Court says. So
now notice she called Aileen Cannon a baby judge. This knockoff Kmart blue light special, Alina Habba.
Blue lights lower prices every day.
Called Aileen Cannon a baby judge. I mean, she's either a judge or she's not. And they're only saying because of the way that she is appointed by Trump, now suddenly she's too young, as opposed to the 8,000-year-old judges that are persecuting Trump.
You know, I come back to like, what's actually going on here? We've now had, about a year of Judge Cannon and seeing what she's up to. And it seems like she's got a playbook here. The first is distract. Take these very simple legal issues and make them seem really complicated. So we're not talking about Donald Trump willfully retaining classified information in the nation's secrets. We're talking about Merrick Garland's authority and Jack Smith.
That's Christy Greenberg. I'm sure she got her job for being super competent.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, she could be deeply homely and they would still have her on MSNBC running her yacht. Yes, of course, Aileen Cannon has a lot of tools in her arsenal to help make sure that justice happens, including delays.
On step two is use these complications, use these supposed complications to delay, to say, I need briefing, I need argument, bring in outside parties, everybody come in and say what you need to say. And then after the argument, we're going to have more briefing.
I know she opposes information coming in, but I'm for it. And the idea that this is an elite thing, you have to be a certain level of elitism before you can present to the court. The people that they're complaining about, they won't name their name. It's Ed Meese. These were like district attorneys for like the Reagan era. These are huge legal scholars, not like they just brought some guy in off the street. Alvin Bragg had one merch on, bring in Stormy Daniels off the street. Is that better?
Not a chance.
And step three is disparage the prosecutors along the way. Take every opportunity you can to scold them. And every time she runs this playbook, and we've seen it again and again, Donald Trump wins.
Oh, baby.
Oh, isn't it a shame? They're so bummed that Aileen Cannon runs a playbook, Donald Trump wins, and it's not Engeron every time he runs his playbook, he wins. One merch on, he wins. I'm all for this. I hope Aileen Cannon is even more corrupt, even more unfair, even more biased, and make it obviously so. She should just say it. I'm going to delay this thing, and Donald Trump is going to win no matter what y'all do. Because that's what they did. Remember, that is now our system of justice. If you're still sitting there ignorant at your head caving in because you think Trump actually got a fair trial by a Democrat appointed everything from Chutkin, Jack Smith, it's all uniparty. It's all his political opponents. It's only after he decided to run for president. Then you're a slobbering idiot.
You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You literally do not know that bias works in people, especially today. We're in a post-truth society where people no longer care about truth and justice. They care about my side has to win, and we have to take out Donald Trump because he's some kind of a weirdo dictator in their minds.
She grilled the prosecutors on Friday on how closely Attorney General Merrick Garland was looking at what they are doing, even though Jack Smith and his entire team have been clear that he's an independent, operation, and that is why a special prosecutor exists.
Oh, sure, totally. These people are just repeating the rules, going, oh, sure, Jack Smith, he's totally independent. Well, then why is Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, why are they visiting him at the White House? Why are there emails that Merrick Garland will not release to the Oversight Committee? He doesn't let them provide oversight. Oh, they're hiding something. And there's been communication. And it's totally a fair question for Aileen Cannon to just say, look, is Merrick Garland behind this thing? Even if he's not, the judge has a right to ask.
She's a rookie judge, inexperienced, all by herself over in Fort Pierce without adult supervision.
She's a country hillbilly in a backwoods court. And I just want to notice all these lisping feminist men totally berating and destroying a female. They'll always go like, oh, how they stroke themselves on, hey, it's Women's Day. Female Day, Great Women Empowerment Day. We're the Women Empowerment Club. And then when it's Aileen Cannon, man, these ladies and this judge, this lawyer are at her throat.
And she's made a lot of rulings that have inured to the benefit of the person who appointed her. That's why a lot of us are scratching our heads, and some have a more nefarious explanation of her behavior. I won't go that far, but it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, you know what else doesn't look good? All the cases that have gone against Trump. So you guys do not care what looks good or bad. It's so weird because I'll at least admit that we both can be political. But you're saying when your side wins like 5 out of 5 cases, not political, and when Trump gets one tiny victory, which is merely delayment, getting his case delayed, you're going like, oh, this is politics. This is pure politics. I mean, where were you guys at for the last year?
That hearing yesterday, Judge Cannon pressed prosecutors to disclose the extent of Attorney General Merrick Garland's oversight of the Trump investigations, then criticized a lawyer who said it was against DOJ policy to get into those specifics.
I'm not going to dignify her comment with an argument. I'll only say that wearing yellow puts 10 pounds on you on TV. That particular outfit puts about 20 pounds on you.
As long as she doesn't make a clear final order, Jack Smith cannot appeal her to the 11th Circuit. So right now, Jack Smith's in this period of legal purgatory where he can't ask for her removal yet until she does something with a final order that allows him to take it up to her managers in the 11th Circuit.
The biggest thing, as soon as Aileen Cannon makes some kind of a judgment, that's when they can take it up to the next circuit. So she just needs to make sure that she does not sit and make any official ruling about the case and any conclusion. Aileen Cannon, we support you. No matter what you do to delay this case, you're saving the country. History will remember you well as perhaps being the only one standing against a giant 20, 40 person corrupt state Leviathan trying to destroy Trump's whole campaign to undermine the vote. So thank you, Aileen Cannon, for helping protect the vote in whatever way you can.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave the original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys, there we have. We just seen Judge Aileen Cannon, right there on Jack Smith's heels. At first it was him trying to push over her essentially and rush her to get, a judgment on this case. Try to get Trump tried and on trial before election day later on this year, but it's not worked, guys. She has flipped this whole thing, and now that weapon that Jack Smith had aimed at the judge is now aimed at him, and he's not liking it. Seeing Jack Smith and the left absolutely outraged behind Judge Aileen Cannon, and she's been ruling in favor of justice, guys. It's not the fact that she's been a political judge. It's not the fact that she's been standing in the way. She's more so just trying to stand in the way until she get all the evidence, all the information gathered, so that she can make a proper ruling, a proper decision. I feel like that would be the most reasonable and sound-minded way to make a decision, whereas the left, Jack Smith, wants her to just ultimately just rule on this case with little to no information or evidence on Donald Trump and just say, hey, this guy is guilty. We need to go ahead and slap him with another guilty verdict. I will say the left is right on one thing. They're saying one thing that is true, and that is that this whole thing is political. The political nature is showing, and it's not from who they think it is. It's from, them, Jack Smith, and everyone on the left. All the folks who were upset by Judge Aileen Cannon standing away and kind of dragging her feet in a sense in order to gather more information, evidence on the case, are the ones who are showing the political nature within this case, showing that the only outcome for this case they really want to see is election interference, and then the optics of it all. They want to tarnish Donald Trump's image with another guilty verdict. As we've been seeing, Judge Aileen Cannon is not going to allow this to happen, not until she's heard all the facts, all the information has been gathered. There is a proper procedure, due process of law that, Judge Aileen Cannon is going to abide by. Jack Smith and his team may ignore it. Those on the left may ignore it. But Judge Cannon has shown time and time again that she does not care how pushy, how upset those on the left, Jack Smith, his team. If they start crying, the higher courts are still going to send them right back down to Judge Aileen Cannon. Even when she's got those pushy prosecutors like Jack Smith breathing down her back, almost crying because the case won't rush on. She can't get this thing hurled down the road to get Donald Trump, carted off, hit with another charge, hit with another guilty verdict. It just doesn't make sense, guys. We can see straight through it. It's like they can't tell that we can see why they're really, you know, so upset about this case not going along so smoothly in a rushed effort. Judge Eileen Cannon didn't bring this case to a complete halt until Jack Smith starts showing his political nature within the case, you know, trying to rush, speed things up, and that's when Judge Eileen Cannon got wind to what Jack Smith was actually trying to do, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. We're seeing Judge Eileen Cannon on the heels of that supposed special counsel Jack Smith. Might be able to see him get his whole case tossed out. Maybe even see him getting tossed out of that seat as supposed special counsel that he shouldn't even hold, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost one thing, you guys. Hit that like button for your boy. Also, with that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.